please remember that to wait until I recognize you in order to answer a toss-up. You may think that you're first. That doesn't mean that you're first, and please wait until you hear your buzzer designation. When you do hear that, I will expect an answer right away. I will prompt you once and then immediately call time, so please be ready with your answer. We said the thing about cell phones, make sure they're off or silent. If you have, players, if you have a smartwatch on, let's put that in your pocket. Otherwise, that's that. Score checks after 5, 10, 15, 19, and then the final score at 20. At those moments, you are free to clap and or leave the room. In between, please stay silent. Please do not do anything that could be construed as consultation, including gestures and any verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience members. Coaches, remember, no consultation, nothing that could be construed as consultation. We talked about the questions and challenges. And then the other thing is that, so in this room, the moderators, members of the Certamen staff have discretion, but if there is an issue, if you want to follow up with a formal challenge, then you may do so, and you can always approach the Certamen chair, Mrs. Jenny Luongo, as well. All right, so let me pass out the Aurelia passage. I have not seen yet a go-ahead, but we can still read the Aurelia passage. You're welcome. I'll pick these back up afterwards. All right, this is how, so you can get used to my pronunciation of Latin, so please, if you have any questions after I read through this, now, or right after that will be the time to ask. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua callida ingenti et equo. Tredecem ludos magnus Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratissimus domum recurrere coepit. Ehu. Aurelia Anglicae dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period CIT period means? Any questions? All right, I'll collect these. We are waiting on the go-ahead. As soon as we have that, we will. Thank you. We need to do that. So let me have. You should be sitting A1 or 1 to 4. So let's have all the ones, Buzz, please. We have no A1.
2 to 4.
Perfect. Let's have all the 2s. C2. Awesome. 3s and 4s. Great. Now everybody on the B team, Buzz. Perfect. All right, we have been given the green light, and all of the checklist has been done. So let's do this then. One quick content warning. The study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mentions of violence. As always, take care of yourselves, and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content. All right, this is 2023 NJCL Certamen Advanced Division Round 2. Toss-up number 1 for any player. Name the men who, during the consulship of Metellus Celer, formed an Amakitia with the following goals. The first sought support for business ventures in Asia. B2.
Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey.
Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey is correct. First bonus, Team B. Let me read the rest of the toss-up. The first sought support for business ventures in Asia, the second sought to procure land for his veterans, and the third sought the consulship for the next year alongside the oft-neglected Bibulus. I wanted to make sure we did not neglect Bibulus. Bonus 1, for what year did Pompey and Crassus run for the consulship in order to prevent the election of Domitius and to prolong Caesar's proconsulship in Gaul?
55 BC.
55 BC is correct. Bonus 2. Where had the three men met in the previous year to reaffirm their amicitia and form a plan to head off the threats posed by Domitius and Cicero?
Luca is correct for 20 points. 20 points for Team B on toss-up number 1. Toss-up number 2. What prophetic man was struck blind for
C3. Tiresias is correct.
What?
For the crime of accidentally stumbling upon the goddess Athena as she bathed. You now get the visual, Team C.
Yes! Yes, sir.
You have 5 seconds to inspect the visual.
I know nothing of it, but it's all you.
Bonus 1. Identify the man looking into the water in this image, whom Tiresias predicted would live a long life if he avoided self-knowledge.
Narcissus. Narcissus, final answer.
That is correct. And bonus 2, identify the woman in the background of this image who can only look on helplessly as Narcissus falls in love with himself.
Echo, final answer.
Echo is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up number 2. Toss-up number 3 for.
Sorry. We didn't mean it.
Let me give you the stage one more time.
Ooh. Ah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for giving me a water break. Now, toss-up number 3 for any player. Give a Latin synonym of the verb neco. B2. Interficio is correct. Thank you for giving me the first one on the page. Bonus number 1. Now give a Latin antonym of the verb amitto, amittere.
Ingenio is correct. First one on the page again. Bonus number 2. Now give a Latin antonym of the verb obliviscor, oblivisci.
Hopefully first on the page. Memony.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Memony.
Memony is correct. And it was indeed the first one on the page. 3 for 3. 20 points for Team B on toss-up number 20.
Hopefully not 20.
Whoa. Toss-up number 3.
That wasn't.
That's what happens when I don't look at the page. Toss-up number 4. A rite of Priapus performed by a woman named Cortilla. B2.
Satyricon.
The Satyricon is correct. The recitation of a poem by Eumolpus and a dinner at the house of Trimalchio are all elements of what Latin narrative by Petronius? The Satyricon or the Satyrica? Bonus 1 for Team B. Ancient sources referred to Petronius by what title, which was given to him because he was Nero's judge of refinement?
Arbiter elegantiae. Arbiter elegantiae.
Yes, arbiter elegantiae is correct. And bonus 2. The Satyricon falls into what genre, which is characterized by an alternation of prose and verse?
Menippean satire.
Menippean satire is correct for 20 points on toss-up 4 for Team B. Toss-up number 5. Translate this Latin sentence into English. Cur consul sacerdoti imperavit. C2.
Why does the consul order the priest to
Can you complete your answer, please?
give him money?
Sorry, that's not correct. A4.
Why was the consul ordered by the priest?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. B2.
Why did the consul order the priest?
Can you complete your answer?
To make a sacrifice.
The rest of the sentence would have read, ut victimas hodie inspiceret. Why did the consul order the priest to inspect or to see the victims today? So no points on toss-up number 5. And after 5?
Team A is yet to score, Team B 60, Team C 20.
Thank y'all for coming in quickly and having a seat so we can keep going. I would ask that y'all not sit in that row directly behind the players, please. Toss-up number 6 for any player. What woman learned that she should avoid the Arimaspians and follow an Ethiopian? C3.
Zenobia.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. No other buzz, so I will start over. What woman learned that she should avoid the Arimaspians and follow an Ethiopian river from the chained Prometheus, who says that she will reach the Nile?
I buzz.
B2.
Io.
Io is correct. Bonus 1. Upon arriving at the banks of the Nile, Io gave birth to what son?
Epaphras.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, final.
Epaphras is correct. And bonus number 2. According to one story, Epaphras founded what Egyptian city and named it after his wife?
Memphis.
Yes, Memphis is correct. 20 points for Team B on toss-up number 6. Toss-up number 7. What 1st century BC author from Cisalpine Gaul? B2. Answer, please.
Catullus.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. C3.
Livius Andronicus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I will start over for Team A. Please clear the buzzer. What 1st century BC author from Cisalpine Gaul wrote a book entitled De Excellentibus Ducibus Exterrarum Gentium and biographies of Cato the Elder and Atticus, which are all that remains of the De Viris Illustribus? How are you? A4.
Cornelius Nepos?
Cornelius Nepos is correct. Bonus 1 for Team A. What poet dedicated his Libellus to Cornelius Nepos?
Catullus.
Catullus is correct. And bonus 2, what other author wrote a De Viris Illustribus that contained the biographies of writers of which the De Grammaticis et Rhetoribus survives?
Sorry, this is Certamen. But 15 points for Team A on toss-up number 7. Toss-up number 8. Provide the form of the noun gelu that would be used in the sentence. After this,
C2.
Gelu.
Gelu is correct.
Nice.
The rest of the sentence read, after this number, I favor the frost, which would be the dative singular. First bonus. For the noun gelu, provide the genitive singular form that fits the sentence. I forgot about the frost.
Gelus.
Galus. Galus. Final answer.
Galus is correct. And now for the noun gelu, provide the accusative singular form that fits the sentence. Maybe we can melt the frost.
It's Gelu again. Is it neuter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gelu.
Gelu, final answer.
That is correct. For 20 points. I wasn't going to say anything until we read the bonuses, but good guess. So, those are clear. 20 points of toss-up 8. Toss-up number 9. What secretary of Pope Damasus? B2.
Jerome.
Jerome is correct. Bonus number 1. What teacher of Jerome is famous for his commentaries on Terence and Virgil?
Aelius Donatus.
Donatus is correct. And what other late Latin author wrote the Confessiones and De Civitate Dei?
Augustine.
Yes. Sorry, there's, yes, 20 points. On
Toss-up number 9 for Team B. Toss-up 10. When recognized by the moderator, perform the following commands or describe them. Sergei, tole brachia sicut alas et fac so. C2. C2, answer please. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to see what B2 gives us. By my judgment, I'm not going to take that either. And I'm going to finish the sentence for Team A. When recognized by the moderator, perform the following commands or describe them. Sergei, tole brachia sicut alas, et fac sonum galinae. A4. That, you're looking for the sound of a chicken. And as best as I could hear, that was an owl, and that was a crow. So, Team A, very well performed, everybody. But we're going to give the points to Team A. And the bonuses. First bonus, when recognized by the moderator, perform the following commands or describe them. Simulate vos habere nasos longos et facite sonum elephanti.
What is this? It's sounding else. Can you please repeat the question?
Simulate vos habere nasos longos et facite sonum elephanti.
What does it sound? What the mouth it makes.
Very well done. Yes, you need to pretend to have trunks and make nasos longos, long noses, and make elephant noises. And now, same instructions, perform the following commands or describe them. Simulate vos habere brachia brevia et facite sonum tyrannosauri Very, very well done. Yes, that's while they're checking the scores, I should say we had a discussion in the moderator's room about exactly what noises that we're going to elicit. So I very much enjoyed that. But after 10, our score.
Team A 35, Team B 100, Team C 40.
All right, moving right along. Halfway there, lots of points on the board. Toss-up number 11 for any player. What city's 50 bedchambers are despoiled by Polites' bloody death at the hands of Pyrrhus? As C3.
Epirus.
Sorry, that's not correct. B2.
Troy.
Troy is correct, as well as the abduction of Cassandra and the merciless killing of Priam. Bonus 1 for Team B in the Aeneid. The story told by what man convinced the Trojans to bring the Trojan horse into the city?
Sinon.
Sinon is correct. And bonus 2 in the Aeneid, Sinon deceitfully says that he turned against the Greeks because of the fate suffered by what comrade of his?
Palamedes.
Palamedes is correct. 20 points for Team B on toss-up number 11. Toss-up number 12 for any player. For the verb parco, provide the perfect active infinitive B2. Peperkisse is correct. The perfect active infinitive form that means to have spared. Bonus 1. For the verb follow, provide the future active infinitive form that means to be about to deceive.
Falsurum esse.
Falsurum esse is correct. And bonus 2. For the verb malo, provide the second person singular present active subjunctive form that means you might prefer.
Malus.
Can you spell that word?
M-A-L-I-S.
That's correct. M-A-L-I-S.
I said like futurum esse for the last one. Is that acceptable? I should have probably said like futurus esse.
Did you say futurum or falsurum?
Oh, sorry. Falsurum
Okay.
esse.
No, falsurum is fine. Because many times when you encounter that
Yeah.
particular infinitive, it's in an indirect statement. So we marked masculine, feminine, or neuter for those. Yeah, good clarification. 20 points, Team B. On 12, here's toss-up number 13. Explain the use of the ablative found in these lines from Book 1 of the Aeneid, which I will read as prose. Regina Deum. B2.
Separation.
No, it's not separation. I don't see another buzz, so we'll clear the machine and I'll read it again. Explain the use of the ablative found in these lines from Book 1 of the Aeneid, which I will read as prose. Regina Deum tot volvere casus, insignem pietate virum, tot... A4.
Out of respect.
Ablative of respect or specification is what we're looking for. It explains specifically the adjective insignia. So that is Team A. Bonus 1 for Team A. How is the ablative used in this line, also from Book 1 of the Aeneid, which I will also read as prose? Disjacitque rates, avertitque aequora ventis. Disjacitque rates, avertitque aequora ventis.
Out of absolute.
No, this is the ablative of means or instrument. He overturned the seas with the winds. So no points for bonus 1, but bonus 2, how is the ablative used in this line? Also from Book 1 of the Aeneid. Sunt mihi bis septem praestanti corpore nymphae. Sunt mihi bis septem praestanti corpore nymphae. Need an answer, please.
Place where?
This is an ablative of description. It gives information about the nymphs. They are nymphs of outstanding beauty or form. All right, but 10 points for Team A on toss-up 13, toss-up number 14. What king made peace with Rome by signing a treaty at Apamea? B2.
Antiochus III.
Antiochus III is correct. In 188 BC to conclude the Seleucid War. Bonus 1. Where had Scipio Asiaticus defeated Antiochus III in late 190 or early 189 BC?
Magnesia.
Magnesia is correct. And bonus 2. What king of Pergamum, who took the throne in 197 BC, commanded the right flank of the Roman infantry at Magnesia?
Eumenes II.
Eumenes II is correct. 20 points for Team B on toss-up number 14.
Toss-up number 15 for any player. Who wrote Quid Quid
Juvenile is correct. Quid agunt homines nostri farago libelli est, before being exiled to Egypt by the mission over the scathing writing that also appeared in his 5 books of satires. That is Juvenile. Bonus 1. O curas hominum, O quantum est in rebus inane, was the opening line of what other satirist's work?
Perseus.
Perseus is correct. I guess it would be O quantumst, but you get it. Bonus 2. Perseus's opening line was said to have been taken from the first book of what earlier author?
Lucilius.
Lucilius is correct. 20 points. Team B, toss of 15. Toss of 16, 3 player. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, score check.
Team A 45, Team B 180, Team C 40.
Okay. Nope. If y'all get coming, come quick, please. Quickly.
Is this
We're in the middle of the round, so either come in or go out. Alrighty. If y'all don't mind sitting in a different row, thank you. Alright, toss up 16 for any player. Of the English words inculcate, cockatrice, calumny, B2, calumny, and decal, which is not derived from the Latin word calx. Team B, here's your first bonus. What English word also derived from calx means resisting authority or control?
That is correct. Though I believe that second C was usually soft, but you got the word. Recalcitrant. Bonus 2, what English word
Also derived from calx is a road or path raised above the natural level of the ground.
What English word also derives from
Calx is a road or path raised above the natural level of the ground.
it is a
Causeway.
Oh.
But 15 points. Toss up number 17 for any player. What imperial complex lay just southeast of the circus? B2. I'm sorry, that's not correct. C1.
Calisahedron?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I can see no buzz from Team A, so I'll restart the question. What imperial complex lay just southeast of the Circus Maximus, featured 2 pilastrae, and was completed in 217 AD, the same year as the murder of its namesake, a son of Septimius Severus? A4.
Baz of Trajan.
I'm sorry, we're looking for the Baz of Caracalla, the son of Septimius Severus. So no points then on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18. Among what group did a son of Eurymus named Telemus act? B2.
Cyclops.
That's correct. Named Telemus act as a prophet, including predicting that Odysseus would come and poke out the single-eyed Polyphemus. Team B, here's your first bonus. Odysseus' men visited the land of the Cyclopses immediately after leaving what people?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about
Lotus Eaters. That is correct.
Lotophagoi is, I don't know where the accent is on that Greek word, but that was what you were going for. But Lotus Eaters is fine. Bonus 2 for Team B. What woman was the mother of Polyphemus? Thusa is correct. 20 points. Team B. Toss up 19. Listen to the following passage about a gopher, for which we will use the word goper, goperi, which I will read twice, and then respond in English to the questions that follow. Agricola olim in horto suo goperum in B2.
English garden.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. For the other teams, you can clear it. Listen to the following passage, which I read twice, then respond in English to the questions that follow. Agricola olim in horto suo goperum invenit, qui sub terra vitam agit. Gofer, where sabatur in floribus, herbis, holeribus, fructibus, quos agricola curavit, et terram diripuit. Mox terra cava, et sicca, et macra facta est. Agricola goferum repellere, conabatur ne hortum eius de praedaretur. Gofer tandem, erat tam plenus cibi, ut ab agricola vix decurrere. I'll reread. Agricola olim in horto suo goferum invenit, qui sub terra vitam agit. Gofer, where sabatur in floribus, herbis, holeribus, fructibus, quos agricola curavit, et terram diripuit. Mox terra cava, et sicca, et macra facta est. Agricola goferum repellere conabatur, ne hortum eius de praedaretur. Gofer tandem, erat tam plenus cibi, ut ab agricola vix decurreret. The question: how is the land? C2. Answer, please.
It's got
Time. Team A. I'll repeat the question. Get it right. How is the land described following the efforts of the pesky gopher? A2.
Destroyed.
I'm gonna give it to you. Given that
The other teams were buzzed out, and if it turns out that we come back around and don't end up accepting it, then no harm done to anybody else.
That's the answer you have.
The adjectives we have the adjectives we have are empty, dry, barren, but as I look at it, my eye went straight to diripuit terram. So yeah, okay. I will still mark it, but
Okay.
I will point out that we do have the word diripuit in there. Okay, bonus one though. Name 3 things the farmer grew that the gopher was interested in.
Flowers.
herbs, fruits, and flowers.
Yes, herbs,
California.
fruit, and flowers. You could have also said vegetables was the other one. Bonus 2, what problem plagued the gopher while making his escape?
he got caught in the dirt.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't. The Latin doesn't say anything about him getting stuck in the dirt, but it does say that he was Tom Plenus Kidney, so full of food that he was hardly weeks decurrere, that he could hardly run away. So, but still, 15 points for Team A on toss-up number 19. And before our final toss-up, the score stands at
Team A 60, Team B 215, Team C 40.
Thank you for coming in quickly and finding a seat. of round 2 for any player. What man, whose reign was deeply influenced by the Praetorian prefect Anthemius, B2. Answer, please.
Zeno.
Sorry, that's not correct. C3.
Nero.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I will start over for team A. What man whose reign was deeply influenced by the Praetorian prefect Anthemius, his wife Athenias, who later took the name Aelia Eudoxia, and his sister Pulcheria, succeeded Arcadius when he was just 7 years old and ruled the Eastern Empire from 408 to 450 AD. I have to read it a second time. What man, whose reign was deeply influenced by the Praetorian prefect Anthemius, his wife Athenias, who later took the name Aelia Eudoxia, and his sister Pulcheria, succeeded Arcadius when he was just 7 years old and ruled the Eastern Empire from 408 to 450 AD.
I read it twice, and we'll call time. This is Theodosius II. So no points on top of 20, and our final score.
Team A 60, Team B 215, Team C 45.